Morning! Hope everybody's well. It could be afternoon, could be evening, wherever you're watching this. Anyway, I keep promising that I'll go, the videos will be less and less, and then I checked the last one that I did, which is probably what you guys have just watched yesterday or earlier, and that was 40 odd minutes. So I'm trying to keep it nearer 30 if I can, but apparently I just keep going on. I had no clock at all. And anybody who knows me knows that I will talk about this subject and we'll keep going on and on and on and on. Alright, so I am going to try and keep this a little bit shorter. Having said that, like I said in the last one, in yesterday's, you're getting more information out of me, which is not a bad thing. Okay, so bring your feet together. Bring your hand across, grab the moon, bring cloud over and bow. Okay, so 21 stanzas. You have 21 stanzas that you know. All right. Now, what I'm not going to do today, I'm not going to go through any of the stanzas. Not today. What I'm going to do today is I'm going to go straight to the warm-up. All right. So we're going to jump around. Now, my friendly robins have arrived. I've got two of them, three of them. There's four, and they kind of move around, and one of them eats out my hand. I'm sure you've heard me say this before. So maybe at some point in time I might try and get a piece of video and put that up, and then try and show, you know, the little fella eating out my hand. But anyway, I'm not going to jump around too much, and the reason behind that is because yesterday, or for the past sort of 36 hours, it's non-stop rain. I managed to grab a little bit yesterday where it had stopped raining, and literally as I was packing up, the heavens opened again and down it came. But you can probably see behind, the pool started to gather yet again. So not as bad as it was, but it's a good, I don't know, 15 centimeters, a good 6 inches deep, this sort of thing. Right, on to the warm-up. Okay, you know what the drill is. Find somebody to start this off. If it's you on your own, great, keep following, do what you want. When I say change, do whatever move you want. If you're watching this video and you're following me, you know, poor you, because I'm not that great at doing this, but hey, it's somebody to follow. If you're in a group, make sure you're all going to get a go. Make sure that it's safe, make sure it's silly. You know, if you've been following this now for a while, I mean, what we're on day 18, I think it is, something like that. You've been following this quite a while at the moment. So, no more chatting, straight to straight to music while the video keeps playing. A few seconds and we will get this going. Okay, usual thing, I'm just going to walk on the spot.
Radio's playing, it's a Sunday again.
Stay positive and cheerful, ladies and gentlemen. Are you ready? Change.
Greenhouse is busy, it's a pruning again. Everything's easy and
Change.
I like it. I like it.
Change.
Sisters in bed. Mother is shouting to her. Pack up the dolls. Dinner is ready. Go
Change.
tell Dad. The whole house smells good. I look at the street, the seasons exactly the same. The windows are playing some
Change.
songs. I like it. I like it.
Change.
Don't think I'm wrong. I'm singing songs, just watching Sundays on.
Change. Change. Change.
I like it.
Change.
I like it.
Bit quicker if you're following me.
I like
Change.
it. I like it.
Change.
I like it.
Change. Absolutely beautiful. A robin is literally about this far off the camera. Just here. Just there. Well done everybody. Hope you jumped around. Hope you had some good fun. Right. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to go through the Tai Chi, the separate boxes that I keep referring to, okay? So the first box, we did 8 movements and we finished, yeah? The second box is completely distinctive to the first one, although, without this sounding too weird, this one and this one are all joined together, all right? Now that sounds really, really silly, and you're watching me at the moment, you're probably thinking he's kind of losing it. All the Tai Chi moves link together. The way I teach them is they're taught in lumps, right? In forms. Form means more than one move. Okay, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, whatever, right? If you've been following the vids, you'll know exactly what I'm saying. So we're going to do the first one, right? Now, put your feet in a horse stance. So feet shoulder width apart, bend your knees. It's lovely and early at the moment, so the sun's not even coming over the top of me now. Okay, so I want to take 3 breaths in through the nose, followed by 3 breaths out through the mouth. Okay, so in and out. And every time you breathe out, I want you to relax, okay? So if you find your shoulders are hunched up, every time you breathe out, I want you to relax. All right? So here we go. Okay, breathe in through the nose. And breathe out through the mouth. Breathe in. And breathe out. One more time. Breathe it in. And breathe out. Okay, this time we're going to lift our arms. So breathing in. And breathe out. Your arms around the ball or your wings. Turn, breathe in. And breathe out. Do the same this way, breathing in and breathing out. Step forward on your right leg. Lift your arms up, breathe in. Sink back, step back, turn, breathe out, stretch behind you. Come back up, breathing in. Step back and breathe out. Lift up your right knee, breathing in. And breathe out. Lift up your left knee, breathing in. And breathing out. Take your wings out to the side, breathe in. Push, breathe out. Opposite leg, breathe in. Push, breathe out. Turn your hands over. Put one over the top of the other, but don't let it touch. Get it close, but don't touch. Drop it down to your belly button. Okay, breathe in. and breathe out. Breathing in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Okay. Breathe in. Breathe in, breathe in, breathe in, and breathe out. Scoop up some water. Breathe in and breathing out. Turn round, breathe in and breathe out. Breathing in and breathing out. Lift your arms up, breathe in and breathe out. Circle your arms, bring your feet together, hold the moon. That's the first box. You know this, if we've been seeing each other on a regular basis, you know that, okay? If you haven't, that's the very first time you've watched any of this. Like I said a couple of minutes ago, this thing here, don't get confused with what we're going to do now, okay? Box over here, and those 8 movements in there. When we do this, I'll give you a hint, or I'll give you the knowledge, okay? That is at the start, and that is at the end, all right? Now you're all thinking I'm crazy. That's the start and the end, all right, there. Now you're all thinking he's absolutely crazy, but in between there are other things, and one of those other things is what we're going to do now. Now, in the future, what will happen is I will add to these movements we're doing here. At the moment, we've only gone through, I believe we're through now to number 6. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do number 7, number 8, number 9, and number 10, okay? It's in a few more lessons time, we're going to add them to them, all right? And that will be 10 movements that we will have in this box. At the moment, we've only got 6, all right? So, I'm going to go through those 6, and I'm going to coach as I go through it, all right? So, the best way I'm finding to do this at this moment in time is to face in this direction. When I look back and rerun the films through, if I face this way, I think pretty much everybody then can kind of get it, because all the moves change and everything and directions change, right? The way I was always taught to move in Tai Chi is you must move around a cross. So the cross is, you're stepping forwards, if you're the center of the cross here, and I step forward, that's going up one bit of the cross. If I go out this way, obviously that's coming out this way. If I go out that way, like that. If I go backwards, that way. If I turn, I'm still on this line here, right? Still on that line there. But when I turn, just to confuse people, I'm now on another cross if I want to. I can go here if I want to, right? I can go there if I want to. I can go here if I want to. I can come back up here if I want to, okay? So whatever direction your body's facing, try and move everything around in a cross shape, you know, that sort of thing. I'll explain all sorts of things about this as we go on. But we'll start with this, okay? So this is the first 6 moves of a bunch of moves that goes on for 24. So it's a 24 form move, right? 24 move form. If I said movements, it's technically wrong, because you're doing a few movements to make up one move, aren't you? Right? Hopefully that's not too confusing, but you'll see what I mean, because I shall say this is the end of number 1, all right? End of number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6. Okay? So, stand in your horse stance, everybody face this way. So as you're looking now, you guys should be looking over your left shoulder as you're looking like that. And you'll be looking at the screen there. The screen's going to be here. You're going to be facing there. Ooh. Collared dove just came down for land there, if you didn't see that. Okay, so we're going to step back on our right leg. So that's the one furthest away from me, furthest away from the screen you're looking at now. Okay? So, step back, turn, okay, and as you do that, bring your left hand across the front of your face, shut the door. So you should now be facing away from the screen. You should be looking and the screen should be behind you. All right, that will be behind you. Okay, so have a look over your shoulder, see what I'm up to. All right, so you know, shut the door. Lift up, so you're going to go from there, you're going to go leopard stance, and then you're going to lift up your right knee, okay, and your right hand. So as that comes up, as they come up, your other hand that you shut the door with comes down. Pull down and shut the door. That's the end of number one, okay? So you should now be looking over your shoulder at me, thinking, oh, right, what's he going to do next? Okay, so that's the end of number one, right? You'll be looking over your shoulder. Right, take your weight onto your right leg, turn on the heel of the left. So this is now a left monkey stance. And you're going to take one step forward, so now you should be able to see me. So step forwards, go for a hug. There. From here, that's number two. The end of number two, that's all it is, number two is that. From here, number three starts. So from there, step back, shut the door too with both hands, okay? Drop your hands, turn on your heel. Are you ready? Lift up. We'll do it on three. So 1, 2, 3, then we'll bang the nail, okay? So 1, 2, 3. So now you guys should be, literally, you should be looking at me. Now, there. All right? Do you remember from here? That's the end of number 3, there. Number 4 starts. Bring your hand back. Get your butterfly. Sweep your right leg round. Spin. Up we go. Number 4 starts. Open. Fly around the world. Okay? Come down. Pick up the world and step forwards and put one of your hands or one of your butterflies back to the top. That's the end of number 4. Number 5. Step back. Turn it over. Shut the door. Punch or push. There. Okay? That is the end of number 5. So boom, boom. Right? But number 5 and number 6, not technically the end of number 5. Number 5, the next movement blends into number 6. So from here, okay, drop your hand. So this knee comes up. This is the end of 5, the start of 6. So up we go, there. Now this is number 6. Over to there. Then circle the hand and step forward and push or press. There. That's the end of number 6. Okay? But it's also the start of number 7. There's no separation between the two, between the next one and the next one and the next one. Everything kind of like merges together, all goes together. Teaching in singularity is fine, but when you have to do it properly, it's got to be done in its sort of like, you know, in togetherness, oneness, if we were going to use the correct word. All right. Now it's starting to rain again here, so I'm just going to nip over and I'm just going to uncouple the electrics because I've got speakers and all sorts of things here, and it's starting to come down, and I don't want to get a warm, fuzzy, buzzy sort of electrical sort of feeling in a bit. All right, so give me a couple of secs. You'll hear a rumble or two because I'm pulling plugs out, and I'm just going to put them in a bag that I've got. But give me 5 seconds, 10 seconds, maybe more. Okay, safety first. So what I do is I run a great big electrical extension right down, because my garden is really big. It goes right the way up there, out there, up over here, all this sort of thing. So what I have to do, I've got no electrical supplies down here, so I run one right from the side of the shed, and I've got a great big 70-foot extension that I bring here, which obviously is great when it's not raining, and great because they didn't actually predict this sort of drizzly rain. But obviously water and electrics don't mix very well. You probably know that anyway. So we're uncoupled, right? What I'm going to do now is I'm going to finish today's session, and I'm going to finish today's session with the qigong that we did. All right. So I'm going to finish it with the qigong. I'm going to do one movement from metal, and I'm going to do one movement from water. Well, the only movement from water. And then I'm going to show you the wood one, okay? I'll show you that. So you will have metal, you will have water, and you will have wood. So if you remember, metal, the colour associated with metal is white, okay? The colour associated with water is black or dark black, okay? Now, the colour associated with wood is green, right? Told you before. Okay, so it's green, but we're going to do the other two first. I'm only going to do one movement of the metal rather than going through all different sort of like bits. So remember this: every time you breathe in and breathe out now, breathe in through your nose and breathe out through your nose. All right. I'll be talking, so I've got to be breathing out through my mouth. I haven't quite learned how to breathe through my nose yet. Although a few people will probably like me to do that. All right, are you ready? Go on your knees, sit on your horse. Okay. So, bring your hands together in front of your belly button, okay? In front of the lower energy center there. Touch to start with, so just lightly touch. And breathing in. Breathe out through your nose. Push off the ball, breathe in, and breathe out. Push off the ball, breathe in, and breathe out. All in and out through the nose. Okay, so that's metal. Now remember, you can do it here, you can do it here, and you can, last one is here. If you've been following these videos, you'll know, here. So your hands are facing like that to start with, facing like that, there, and then here. Right, hands are red hot from that already. Right, next one's water. One of the easiest ones to grasp because of what we're actually doing, okay? So next one's water. So we're going to bring our hands in front of either the middle energy center, in front of your chest, or the one in front of your face, there, here, in front of your eyes, there. So I'm going to go from in front of my eyes, all right? So from here. So remember, drop your hands, breathe in, over the wave, down the other side, up the other wave, and breathe out. Again, in and out through your nose. Okay, one more time, or two more times, breathe in, breathe out. And last time. Breathing in, breathing out. Okay, so that's the actual metal and water, 3 movements. All right, 3 movements. Yeah. Now wood. Okay. Now wood's a really nice one. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to start off in front of the lower, the lower energy center, the lower Dantian center, and we're going to start off by touching our 2 fingers, little fingers like that. So they're going to touch, okay? And all we're going to do is we're going to go round a ball, around the world. So we're going to go out. And we're going to come together, we're going to touch there. So when I touch, I'm touching my 2 index fingers and my two thumbs, they're touching, okay? As long as you touch there. So here, then come back. All right? So back down to there. So touch, come up, go around the ball, back. All right? Easy enough, yeah? Up, and back. Okay? So on the way up, you're going to be breathing in through your nose. On the way down, you're going to be breathing out through your mouth. Sorry, out through your nose. I'm breathing out through my mouth. So in and out through your nose. All right? So breathing in through your nose, breathing out through your nose. Obviously, I'm breathing out through my mouth to talk to you. Right? Okay? So if I do this facing this way, all right, so you can see from the side on shot. So start off here. Remember, sit on your horse. From there, lift up. You're breathing in. And then you're breathing out. Okay, so do it again. So you're breathing in. And you're breathing out. Okay, one more time for the third movement, breathing in. And you're breathing out. Now, come down. When you've done 3 trips around the world, if you like, come down. And what I want you to do now is I want you to push your hands forwards, lift up and turn your fingers, your palms towards you and come up and over and then down and then come out again, up, over and down and then up, over and down. All right? So what we've done is, you can't see him, there's a huge ginger cat called Norman, who's, if you've been following the videos, you'll know, he's a bit standoffish at the moment, but he's a great big ginger cat, and he's moved in right on the end houses, and he likes my garden, but he's not quite come to me so far. He's about this far off, but I will tame the beast. All right, he will come to me, and I'll have him on my knee by summer. Anyway, maybe with a few hands missing, fingers missing. Right, so your first bit, circle this way, yeah, like that. Breathing in, breathing out. Your next bit is a circle towards yourself. So if I face this way again, right, when you come down here to touch, this time you're going to do a circle towards you, right? So you're going to go up, and you're going to come up, and then down. When you get here, you're coming through the top energy center, middle, get to the bottom, down, up. Okay? You're going to do all that. This is a breath in. And this is the breath out. So breath in as your arms come up. Breath out as your hands come down. Okay, so you're doing a circle this way. So you've got one coming in, you've got one coming this way. Alright? And that, ladies and gentlemen, is it. That's the end of today's session. I think I might have made that nearer 30 minutes rather than nearer 40-45 minutes. But there's loads and loads and loads for you to practice there. Loads of movement from the first 8, the box there. Loads of movements from the next 6 movements from this box here. And then loads of movements from the 5 elements, of which we have now done, or you have now done, we have now done together 3. Okay? So there's 2 left. You've got fire and you've got earth. Alright? Fire and earth. They're the 2 that I will show you at some point in the very near future. Now, the next session is going to do, we're going to do the staff work again. Alright? So I will record the next session. I will have that out on video. That will be, because this is a Friday, so that will be on Monday that I record it. So the 19th day right? If you're following these DVDs, these videos, it's the next one you're going to watch, right? If you're following this every day, there's going to be Saturday, Sunday, and then Monday I'm going to do it, right? So, staff work, okay? So make sure you've got yourself a twig, a ruler, right? Bigger staff, this sort of thing. Anything where you can kind of, you know, you can kind of do some movements with. And that's what we're going to do in the next one, all right? So, bring your feet together, hold the moon, bring your cloud across and bow. Stay positive, stay happy, look forward, keep your chin up, smile, ring people, you know what I'm going to say, yeah? Ring people, talk to people, yes? And then everybody's happy. We love to be together. And I'm now going to go and feed my birdies, okay? Bye! Stay safe and happy and wonderful.